Hi everybody, welcome to Bob's O-Gauge Trains. Thanks for stopping by. With New Year's behind us, Valentine's behind us, the next big holiday up is St. Patrick's Day. So that kind of sort of signifies we're getting close to spring. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit about a layout update. I've moved some things around, I've changed some things, I've took some buildings off, I've put some on. Also, I finally painted the back of the wall. If you've noticed at the very beginning of my intro, the top of the wall is, when I shoot from the back of the table, the top of the wall was blue and the bottom of the wall was white. And the reason for that was I was getting dangerous close to running out of paint, and I wanted to make sure I had enough to paint the entire wall. So I figured if I have to leave something bare, I'm going to leave it below the table line, so you're not going to see it anyway. Well, I just wanted to make it right. I mean, I don't like to do anything half-baked. So in the next video, we'll go back there and shoot some scenes to show that I finally cleaned that up. I like to keep everything, neat and clean, and I'm very organized in my train room generally, so I like to keep it that way. Coming up soon, from what I understand, I pre-ordered the MTH 210 4s. From what I understand, they're supposed to be shipping to dealers the week that I'm filming this video. So by the next video, I should have it, and we'll have a new steam engine to see. And I also, through a good friend of mine, Jay from Jay's O-Scale, he landed for me a 3-pack of Pittsburgh Steelers, the hot metal slide cars with the flickering light inside. So I'm anxious to get them to add it to my Pittsburgh Steeler train. So that'll be coming up. And my buddy Dennis in England asked for a more detailed explanation and demonstration on wiring. That'll be coming up. So there's a lot of cool things coming up in the future. So for today, sit back and enjoy. We're going to do a little brief layout tour. Some new things are coming, so I got to hold on to my pocketbook. So sit back and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Okay, so we start off here with the Pittsburgh area. I have all the way on the right, the Pittsburgh Steelers water tower. Then to the left of that is the MTH warehouse, which I have had for a while. It just has workers going back and forth from the warehouse to the dock area, getting ready to load trucks or rail cars to ship out product. And a new item I picked up is on the roof of that. That's a Pittsburgh Steelers lighted billboard. I picked that up off of eBay. It originally came with a base, and the supports for the billboard were snapped into the base. I removed the base. You use that if you're going to put it on the ground somewhere, and I chose to put it on a building. I think it would look a little bit better there. So I took the base off, and I just set it on top of the building. To the left of that is the Pittsburgh Brewing Company, which I've had for a while. It's also a smoking brewery. Smoke does come out of the stack. In front of that, I have 2 Steelers buses, and to finish that scene, what I want to do is get some O-Gauge football players and paint them up in Pittsburgh colors, and have them in, around the buses, going in and out of the factory, touring the beer factory. We have a Cal-Can dog food box car that I picked up from my buddy Sam and Sam's O-Gauge Trains. I have that parked next to my loading or unloading dock with some dock workers. The goal there is to pick up some O-Gauge dogs, and I think it'd be kind of funny and kind of cool to have a bunch of dogs up on the platform waiting for the box car to be unloaded with dog food, because everybody's a little hungry, and it'd be kind of a cool scene. So I'm looking to get some O-Gauge dogs to complete that. But the Cal-Can box car is a new addition as well. Then we come to this area here, which I actually removed a building. I had a building that's in Strasburg, the Cherry Hill Station. I had it actually put right in there, and I had a light inside the building. I'm undecided as to where eventually I'm going to put it. I am going to keep it, but I want to relocate it because whenever I would run trains in and out of this siding here, depending on if it was a car that had, an overhang, it would always clip the building, and it was just a bad spot to put it. I should have thought it out a little bit better, but hey, you live and learn. So I removed the building for now, and it's going to get relocated somewhere on the layout, where I'm not too sure yet, but I want to pick the right spot. If you guys seen previous videos, for some time I've had yellow crossovers in between the tracks going from the station platform, in between the tracks for pedestrians to cross over. I decided to go with something else. They were originally made out of balsa wood that I cut to fit, and I painted yellow and placed them in there. And I just felt a need for a change. Like I said before, there's no such thing as a permanent layout. You may have something there for 6 months, you may have it there for 6 years, but someday you get an idea, well, maybe I'll take this out or this out, and it was that time, so I decided to pull all the crossings out for now. I was looking at some pretty cool wood-like looking ones from Woodland Scenics, which I'm probably going to go with, but I want to look around and get some ideas and think about exactly how I want to redo it, because I do want to have some form of a crossing for the passengers to go from one track to the other track safely to board their train. Then in here, although not a major change, it's a very minor change, a little bit of a detail. I added a family of deer. We have 4 deer, and we have the unruly photographer here trying to catch a picture of nature. Or either that or he's trying to check out the train that's nearby. But I just kind of added this. It's nothing major. I just picked up a couple deer from Woodland Scenics. I glued them to the scenery near the photographer and the track just to create a little scene and add a little something. Okay, and then here, I used to have the Lionel Strasburg J Tower. I still have it. I put it away. I may put it somewhere else on the layout, or I may put it back at some point. But I decided it was time for a change, so I pulled the Strasburg J Tower and replaced it with a tower that's Pittsburgh, since I have all the Pittsburgh Steelers stuff. So I just kind of wanted to change the scene around a little bit. And, I made it all Pittsburgh. So I removed the railroad workers and added them to this tower, and we went from J Tower to Pittsburgh Tower. No special reason. I just felt the need for a change, and you do that sometimes with your layout. So as far as changes, outside of that, there hasn't been any change to the layout, except one minor change in the back of the layout, which I'm going to show you now. Okay, now here with the lights out, along the back wall, I added LEDs some time ago, and you may have seen them in previous videos, to shine up the back of the wall. It just kind of adds a little flavor to the layout. And I had them along the back wall, as you see, all the way around to the end of the layout, which is right over there. In back of the mountain, I did not have one, and that corner just kind of seemed a little dark, so I added one in the back of the mountain, right in the middle to the right of the nuclear power plant. I added a LED back there to shine up the back of the mountain. So with the lights out, it kind of lights everything up really cool all the way around the layout. And this is what the same scene looks like with the overhead lights out. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We went around the layout room and the layout and gave you a little bit of an idea what I've been working on lately. Today we got to see my latest engine, which I got back in mid-November, the Penske USRA Mikado, and that was pulling 14 Altoona Lager cars made by MTH. They're woodside reefers, but the unique thing about them is there's 14 of them, and all 14 have different numbers. Came in a 2-pack and 2 6-packs, and it took a while for me to find the last 6-pack, and I actually ended up buying it from a dealer in Canada. So if there's one thing in your collection you're looking for, keep looking. You might find it in the least likely place, but I landed it years ago from a fellow up in Canada, and I'm glad I did. We also ran the Army RS with the hospital train. Usually I run the great big Army train. I chose to go with a smaller train. It's basically just a hospital car with some supplies, the R50Bs, and the hospital cars. And I did have some additions to the Chessie Safety Express train. Now granted, in real life that was a passenger train, but I'm running freight. And like I've said to everybody, it's your railroad, and this is my railroad, and I run what I want because it makes me happy, and I hope you guys do too. And of course, on the outside we had the Beast, the Centipede itself, pulling mixed freight for Pennsylvania Railroad. So I hope you all enjoyed. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by and taking time to watch my video. Thanks for your support. At the time of this video taping, I'm coming up on 1,300 subscribers. I'm very thankful and very happy to see where we're going with that. You can also follow me on Instagram. Both channels with your support are doing really, really good, and I can't thank everybody enough, as well as all my buddies from the 3-Rail Lounge. They've really helped me out a lot. So thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you see, and leave a comment. I answer everybody, and I've actually gotten some cool video ideas from comments from you guys. So if there's something you've seen, something you want to see, something you want to see again, feel free to hit me up with your thoughts and ideas. I try to accommodate everybody. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate your support. Everybody take care, stay safe, and enjoy the trains.